Andy, we're back. We're back doing halftime shows. Fuck yeah. NFL. Yes. Fucking rocks.
I know we came back
so good. God, this game.
Bummer bowl.
Oh my God.
We're not going to blame the product. The product sucks because one of the most dynamic Okay, I'll give Hopkins, maybe Stevenson. I was going to say the only dynamic player, but I can't shame DeAndre Hopkins like that. But
no.
A very dynamic quarterback immediately. I'm like, God, did he trip? And then I'm like, oh, he's not getting up.
Not
I'm like, good. I had literally I went to get a drink and I heard the game starting. I went and sat down in my new Barca lounger.
Oh, nice.
Whew. Is that what they call easy chair, whatever?
Your lazy boy?
Real Archie Bunker style seat. And I'm like, fuck, he's kind of rolling around. I'm like, is he just taking a breather? No, he's done for the evening. So you could do worse than Colt McCoy. He has been around the block. He makes quick decisions. I haven't seen him made a really bad throw yet. I mean, that fourth down play call was just fucking stupid. That's on Cliff. You got to clear that. You got to clear that linebacker or the end or whatever it was. But actually, the second, third, and fourth down play calls weren't super great on that drive. They should be. Yeah, the Cardinals should have a field goal instead of the Patriots to close this out, which is annoying.
Yeah. Like
what was his first half total?
16-7 would have been fair. 13-10 feels not right. The first half total was probably 21.5. I don't think it was 23. Let's see.
I was going to say, I think
it was 21.5.
All right, Patriots are slight favorites heading in the second half. This total is 20.5.
Charles, the Monday night shower fart game of the year. This has been bad, man. The Patriots offense is such a bummer. It's so rough.
Well, not only that, but I want to kind of yell at whatever the spotter, the job, whatever his name is. Vegas Refund kind of already called this out in the chat, but he's like, what the fuck is the CT? He called him the CTE spotter, which is definitely not the name of it. But the independent, whoever who's supposed to spot when players have Bambi legs, that guy was obviously checking his FanDuel lineups to see how much Tyler exposure he had. He wasn't watching. They were just trying to get him lined up. Let's run another play.
Yeah, quarterback concussions has been sort of the theme of the season, which is not a great way to remember the NFL's 2022 season. Remember that season where all those QBs got concussed? No, not good.
Not good. Marcus Jones playing both ways is kind of cool.
I like that. I do like that.
Seen that sort of that.
I do like that.
Few and far between on that now.
Did you do a triple take when the first touchdown scorer was named Harris and it was not the Harris?
No, I knew the other Harris wasn't playing.
Kevin Harris.
So once they started,
did you know Kevin Harris was on the roster?
I did. I didn't know he was next in line. But once I think he got some. Yeah, I had to check who it was. This is this other guy, right? That's
Kevin Harris.
The name of the game.
He's fourth in the depth charts after Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harris, Pierre Strong Jr., and Kevin Harris. Andy, I got a crazy theory for you.
I'd like to hear your crazy theory.
What if Belichick is legitimately
tanking?
Not tanking.
Retiring,
dementia, right? And so and someone else is actually making the GM decisions, and they're like, we need to keep this a secret. We got to get multiple running backs named Harris so that he's not confused, because went from Harris to a Harris. The secondary is Jones and Jones and Jones and Jones. It feels a little weird that we have all of this, all these parallels on this roster. Because I certainly don't think they constructed this roster to compete in the National Football League. I mean, maybe they did.
We're trying to come up with the second half bet. Drew's trying to put Bill Belichick in hospice here.
Well, Bill Belichick is working on that on his own. If he isn't trying to fix what's going on with his offense, which
we got a lot right. We get a lot right every year, and we get a lot wrong every year, and we were very wrong in a few teams. I played a Seattle Seahawks regular season win total under to start the year. That was dead in 8 weeks, but I think we could not get over. And producer Dan reminded me of this. There's like a 10-minute clip of us just trying to figure out what the fuck they were doing with why are we bringing in the old D coordinator and a jettisoned special teams guy to run the offense instead of just hiring a guy to run the offense who does that. So it's been an uneven performance this year from the Patriots offense. I know we've had some injuries, but it's been weird. Casey Brown points out the total is climbing.
Well, here's you want my gut reaction? I've been wrong. I've been wrong about everything all week. I thought earlier in this week when I was kind of looking at the card, like, oh, Patriots will cover that. So that means the Cardinals probably win, pull away here. Colt McCoy looks competent. Honestly, like Patriots defense looks beatable. Yeah.
He hasn't made like a bad decision yet.
Yeah.
He looks like he's making good reads.
Yes, Sam's with me. They have two quarterbacks on the roster who you can't tell the difference when you look at them. Yes.
They're like, hey, draft this guy because the computer algo says their face structure is the same.
Yeah. I mean, the only other theory I had was that Belichick was trying to check off some obscure tasks.
Charles, we'll get to this in overtime. We need to come up with a.
Oh, I have a couple of those that I can come up with, I'm sure. All right. Let's play the Cardinals. Double down. That was the plan. +3, +100 sounds good to me. I see, and this play, and granted, like many of our halftime plays are for lunch money, and this is one of those. I'm probably not going to bet the NFL very heavily, like staking down.
I was kind of hoping you would have a decent week.
I quarter staked. Yeah, go ahead.
I was hoping you'd have a decent week so I could just ride your ass about the Bucks. I finally won a game that we were head to head on. I was like 0 for 2 on the season, but so I didn't even do it this afternoon. I'm like, I can't do it.
I had a very.
It didn't go well. I had a fun weekend.
I've been quarter staking for a couple of weeks now. I'm basically coin flipping at this point in the season. Like all of my,
it's hard.
It's all of my numbers are so on market. It's very tough, except for the last week's. Wongfest was just fucking awesome. Otherwise, it's been a chill. It's been a chill second half of the season for me.
And feel free to throw your worst preseason takes in.
Yeah, okay.
Dak was going to be an MVP candidate.
So we're firing Cardinals +3, +100. I like that look. I'm gonna tickle that one a bit here, and worst preseason takes. I bet John Mechie, offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, hopefully
he didn't make it to training camp. That was bad.
I haven't gotten an update on his health condition.
No, I really hope he's doing well. I feel like
that's good news. It's like we haven't heard, hey, it took a turn for the worse.
Same.
So hopefully he's playing next year. I liked him in college.
Yeah.
I have a Dennis Allen. So we were looking for ways to fade the Buccaneers in their division, which was a good take. But I bet it with a Dennis Allen Coach of the Year ticket. That's not coming through, guys. I was going to say, I'm more than likely to win my Sirianni stuff, which would be good. But boy, that one looks dumb when you look at it. Gil says he has a Matt Rule Coach of the Year ticket.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
That's not coming through.
Let me see. Worst bet I made.
So last year it was betting, and for me, I just want to bring up one from last year.
Yeah, good.
I bet an alternate under on the Bengals to win less than 2.5 games.
That was a good one. Our whole Bengals segment was unreal.
I didn't lay any juice. We made fun of them drafting a kicker.
Unreal.
Single-handedly,
took them to the Super Bowl. Yeah. Single-handedly. I mean, there's still a little bit of meat on the bone here, but saying the Titans were tanking stands out. They obviously played very, very hard, and got to 7-2, 7-3, something like that. Now they may finish with 7 wins, which would be, I don't even think would really justify my take. But the Titans tank was effectively a read on the way that the general manager was treating the roster, and he got fired. So that might have been right. And Vrabel was just coaching above his talent level on that roster and getting those wins and getting into such a strong lead in the AFC South. What is your read on that? Was Titans are secretly tanking a bad take?
The way they've won games, essentially so Dan, we bet Cardinals +3.
+3, yeah, +3.
Yeah, the Chris had +3. Sorry, Dexter.
Oh, who bet Drew Lock MVP? Corey.
Well, Corey.
Wow.
We're gonna leave that on screen for a second. Corey,
wow.
you are the. I don't even know if you're serious, but
I hope you're serious.
That's up there.
I bet some Trey Lance MVP. That was a pretty bad decision.
I mean, a lot of people did it. Some big.
He was never going to have the Lamar Jackson breakout year that we thought he was going to have. And what's funny is that, like, otherwise this Niners team is so good, they might be able to support Brock Purdy offensive rookie of the year case. Like, that's not crazy that Brock Purdy could be offensive rookie of the year.
If this had happened like 4 or 5 weeks earlier, it's not wild. How about in season are getting excited about George Karlaftis?
Yeah, that was a bad one.
I mean, those were 16-1. It's not like we bet him at some chalk number.
He looked like he was going to compile statistics and it was going to be impressive. Turned out not to be.
I don't think AJ would blow smoke up her ass, so I'm guessing this is accurate. And I just got the Fantasy Life notification. It is. Initial results are saying a torn ACL.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. Like, what was the alternative? Although I guess like Debo, after what I saw.
Yeah, I thought he was done for.
So to be fair, that's like a twisting, wrapping, kind of tackle. This was non-contact. When it's non-contact, it's like it's either ACL or your Achilles.
Quinnen Williams went non-contact down yesterday, and they're now saying it was a calf injury. So that was pretty lucky. So you never know. Dude, that sucks.
So GK, when you say Cardinals -1.5, is that
must be for the game?
That full game?
That must be for the full game. We're betting specifically second half.
Yeah. I don't know. Chris still has +3, +100.
Yeah, they're not respecting my second half action at the moment. My worst bet in my bookmaker count is the Denver Broncos to win the AFC West. That was not a good bet. I don't even remember why I bet that. That was a pretty terrible one.
I have a Wan'Dale Robinson rookie of the year. It's like 100-1, but
that wasn't preseason though, was it?
I think it was like middle of the summer kind of thing.
I mean, we can recap.
I'm like, he might be the only good receiver on this damn team. He's not, by the way. In case you're wondering, in case you wanted to know that. So, George Pickens, I can't make those bad. Those aren't bad bets.
No, those weren't bad.
Under different circumstances, he'd be live in it. I mean, I guess the Jaguars to meet the Lions at 4,000-1 in the Super Bowl. Can't count that. Jaguars tickets are not dead.
Michael Pittman Jr., most receiving yards. I don't think that one's going to get there, Andy.
No, that offense is probably blame Ellen.
That one's not going to. Oh, Doug. Okay, so first of all, Doug Sikorsky put that in the chat, and I think he was talking about himself, and I reacted in a way that would maybe embarrass Doug. I was looking at my bets and reacting at the same time that you posted that. So no shame, Doug. We rode together on a very bad bet on that one. The George Karlaftis one was bad.
That's the thing about futures. Man, I have so many hockey futures at this fucking book.
Oh man, I had a couple bad World Cup ones that I'm looking at right now that I haven't been graded yet. Oh, what was I doing?
Vikings. I found my Vikings over 9. I guess BetOnline does not cash those early. I have Chicago Bears like everywhere under 6.5.
That's going to get there. I have some fun ones. I had Washington Commanders to finish 4th in the NFC East that looked golden. halfway through the season is not going to get there. I bet, we ultimately landed on the way to capitalize on Titans tanking was to bet Titans finish third in the AFC South plus 425. I think they're almost certainly going to finish 1 or 2. I don't think the Colts can pass them, even if the Colts win out.
This isn't even the right sport, but that seems like a good bet. I think they're favored to win the East.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Good job.
Yeah,
I don't really follow hockey. All these hockey bets are prop bets. Somebody puts it for me.
Yeah. I got a good number on Michael Pittman.
Oh yeah, we did take some. We took some bucks. We talked ourselves into some bucks.
Oh, I have bucks at almost every book I bet. Yeah.
Oh look who decided to pop in. So this is like, it used to be cool when Brinson came, but like now I'm finding out he's a legacy check mark on Twitter.
Is that right?
May or may not be notable.
You mean he was given the check mark back when the process was completely
the process was a little bit different.
Yes. What was the I forget the description of the process, but I heard it was no bueno. The changes to the awards voting. I thank Will for coming and asking this question though, because we have not gotten onto this in detail. Gut reaction says everybody who would have been left off of a ballot because they would have been not as deserving as someone else on their team who's getting an award. So, i.e., the idea of a guy's candidacy getting diluted. Right. Yep. The idea of a guy's candidacy getting diluted because
all it does is gets moved to second or third.
Now it gets next to certain third. Yeah. So if somebody decides that they want to share their first place votes, it doesn't actually have as big of an impact, I don't think, which means Eagles could get a bunch of awards. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. So now if there were a two-way race and it were a ton of I think if there were a ton of Hurts and Mahomes, somebody getting a shitload of second place votes could kind of sneak in there. I think it could get weird.
Yeah. I think it matters the most in like an MVP voting case, and I think it supports betting Pat Mahomes.
Texas
MVP,
to win the tournament,
right?
Yeah.
Anyone that doesn't put Mahomes 1 is putting him 2. No one is putting Mahomes further down their ballot than 2. Right? So even if some people,
maybe the Denver.
So even if there is a small contingent of idiots who decide that they want to give it to Hurts for whatever stupid made up reasons they decide, they're still going to ultimately put Mahomes 2, and Mahomes is going to have, Hurts is not going to get all the 2s that Mahomes gets. The Hurts 1 is going to have a Mahomes 2. The Mahomes 1 could have an Allen 2, because those are actually your 2 best players in the NFL, right? The idea that if you switch Allen and Hurts, if you switch Mahomes and Hurts on teams, that it wouldn't improve the Eagles and downgrade the Bills or downgrade the Chiefs is absolute lunacy. And so I think there is a lot of latitude for Mahomes to get only first and second place votes. Allen is going to get some seconds and some thirds, and Hurts is going to get some first, some seconds, and thirds.
By the way, this is how all elections should go.
Ranked choice.
Ranked choice is great, because if you want to vote for one guy and you really dislike the other candidate, you can completely leave him off the ballot or put a bunch of third-party candidates ahead of him, and it's more penal to that candidate that you're fading. God damn it!
I think the Patriots ran it back.
No, just the Cardinals defense is annoying me.
Yeah, they're being quite shit.
What if the Bengals went out? Mahomes giving way to Joey Burrs. It seems less likely now with the wide receiver injuries to get him.
At this point, I'm more worried about the Bengals suddenly being like much less toothless. Much more toothless than what we thought they were 1 week ago because of the Higgins and the Boyd injuries. Now they ultimately may not be a big deal, and the Bengals winning in spite of losing those players can still happen, but just wins for the Bengals at this point isn't going to swing positive enough, right? The Bengals got to do more than win. They got to like really like be the team that everybody wants to talk about first when they're recapping what happened on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
needs to be like
We're getting a little
Yeah.
late in the game for somebody to.
Yeah. So the question that the only two bets that you can make in my mind on the MVP this moment are Mahomes or Allen. And Allen, nobody wants to hear this case. Nobody.
And a lot of
Nobody.
players, a lot of people are making cases for Hurts.
That's fine. Let them move the market on. Let them give us as good a price as possible. Biggest bet I'm going to make in the awards market, and then in season is going to be Mahomes this week. So
I say stop the steal.
He could steal. The problem is the Bills are going to take them to school. The Bills are going to cook them. And that is how Josh Allen reinserts himself into the conversation with a big win against the Bengals.
Who the fuck is 35?
I don't know, man. Is it Kevin Harris? Did he just score a touchdown?
I think that was Kevin Falk. Who is that?
Kevin Falk? No, I'm seeing a legal block above the waist. What am I missing here?
Oh, you're a full play behind.
Oh, well, God damn it. I have no idea who number 35 is. I don't know any of these Patriots. I am not seeing it. I don't think. Pierre Strong Jr., not Pierre Strong Sr., Pierre Strong Jr. is number 35.
He is a South Dakota State jackrabbit.
Oh, it's from your neck of the woods.
Hurts even more. My kids were in jackrabbit gear today. I have to disown them.
Yeah, this is your fault, I think. Key takeaway for me. Yeah, I think I
know he's a
look.
real player.
If Mahomes wanes, and I mean wanes is like has some close wins, doesn't do what he did. It can't be a 3 touchdown, 3 int effort. It's got to be like 180 yards, 0 touchdown, 1 int effort. If he does that for a couple of weeks and the Chiefs, land in the 2 seed, then he's not gonna he's gonna lose steam for sure. Hurts is not going to be able to catch him in any major statistical category. No way. And which means it's really going to have to be the Eagles kick ass against the Cowboys and win convincingly against the Cowboys because of Hurts. Like that game is Hurts's MVP to lose game. Really.
What a throwback. Pierre Strong gets 4 touchdowns and it gets cut tomorrow for sleeping in. What was that guy's name?
Gray. Jonas Gray.
Was he on like the cover of Sports Illustrated?
Yes, famous. He was of course. Yeah, of course. He got put on the cover of Sports Illustrated when that was a thing. He was a Notre Dame Fighting Irish player when you could identify a player based on the college they played at. He was an Irishman.
What a callback, Lance.
Yeah, incredible.
That's great.
Mahomes was awful at the beginning of last year, and that was largely because of the defensive schemes he faced, not necessarily. I mean, he was, if he has 4 games like he had go look at his like statistical performance against the Colts. If he has like 3 of those in a row, then he's in trouble.
Ramondre has been downgraded to Ramond out.
Ramond Drun.
Ramond done.
He's done.
Bringing on the field goal unit.
Field
goal's good. Tie
Patriots. Game. Nick Folk. He made it from 23.
This is more surprising. Why is Hurts still second favorite for Offensive Player of the Year? It's the rushing. I mean, it's the rushing yards. Like, and he has some big runs.
He's not going to break 1,000 rushing yards.
No, but
he's not going to get to 1,000.
It's still like, I don't think it makes sense to be betting him. I don't think it ever did. I'd give it to Josh Jacobs before I gave it to Jalen Hurts. Mm. That guy's having a year.
Oh, I'm upsetting the Discord right now. Well, Sam, the way that I'm reading the board in the NFL right now, you want me to be shit talking Hurts and the Bengals.
Right. We like the Bengals. By the way, guess where my Bengals division tickets at?
Bet any sport, Bet US, Bet US.
So I'm gonna have all these tickets come through, and it's gonna be a goddamn dance with the devil. Which, to be fair, they've always actually processed Bitcoin withdrawals really fast. They just won't let me bet there anymore. I can still log in. I'm gonna try to withdraw my balance right now and see if they let me.
Yeah, I mean, give it a whirl. What's interesting, you have a very active Twitter presence and you have cachet within the community. So if you put a little bit of public pressure on a book, then you have the opportunity to get made whole in those regards. There are a lot of people in the marketing space who work for Bet US that I think will get right on it.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It really grinds my gears. They're called Rev Masters. These people that are a third party company that work for BetUS. I have been contacted by 75 of your agents. I cannot take any sort of affiliate deals with an offshore book, you guys.
I got to.
If you work for Rev Masters, you're listening.
Best of luck to you.
Don't DM me anymore.
Will, describe who that hurts and helps in your mind, because I agree with your sentiment. I agree with your sentiment, but I struggle to see I don't I think if anyone's like, dude, Justin Jefferson,
$70,000 rollover, Patrick. What are we doing?
Yeah,
sometimes you take the bonus and they hit you with that.
Yeah, you can withdraw just as soon as you bet $70,000 here, $10 at a time. As soon as you're done with that, you can have it. Nice job, Patrick, working his way down. All right, man.
How do you eat an elephant, guys?
So if somebody is determined to be, make sure that Justin Jefferson gets recognized for his offensive contributions, and they put him second or third MVP, I don't think that means they're not going to put him first OPOI. What do you think? Okay, so he says if voter picking Jefferson for OPOI, now Hurts can get second or third place points to build up his total number of votes for OPOI.
I feel like a voter who is Jefferson, who's pro Jefferson, is also probably pro Tyreek, and recognizes big seasons from wide receivers. I feel like there's going to be a ton of Tyreek and Jefferson 1-2 by the same voters.
My other read,
quarterback third.
My other read is that with the ranked choice voting, MVP becomes an even greater entrenched quarterback award. Like, people literally will vote MVP their top three quarterbacks, and they will rank OPOY their top three non-quarterbacks. I feel like
Josh Jacobs is going to get a shitload of offensive player of the year.
Yeah,
third and fourth place votes.
This will divide the two awards cleanly between MVP being a QB award and OPOI being a non-QB in my mind.
It's the MVP most ballinest player.
Most ballinest player is going to go to Justin Jefferson, as far as I can tell you.
I hope so. I like him. He's a fun dude.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a Vikings fan.
So the early favorite for MVP was going to be
oh my God,
Wilson, but he's probably not.
Game?
He's not going to play. Russ Wilson and the yes.
Russell Wilson still. Well, of course.
But we were dying for him to get the MVP because they're putting that one on Nickelodeon on Christmas, I think.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you about the pinnacle of announcing.
I think it might go to Baker Mayfield now.
Her name is Gabby.
Gabby.
They better have Gabby back, because Gabby brings an exuberance that you don't see on a lot of these broadcasts. She doesn't know all that much about football, but she's willing to ask the questions during the game and help out our younger viewers. I don't even know what show she's from. I don't watch Nickelodeon. Gabby kills me. And then the little guy that they have on the sidelines, he's great too. Hopefully it's the same announcing crew.
So MVP is going to be the two quarterbacks for the Nickelodeon game, Andy. Brett Rippon and Baker Mayfield. So we could get Baker Mayfield an MVP this year. What do you think? Can we get Baker Mayfield an MVP? I bet you somebody out there bet Baker Mayfield MVP preseason, and that was your stupidest bet if you did that. Sorry in advance if you are that person.
This is the true take. Mitch will always be.
He will always be.
The best part was, didn't they get the shit kicked out of him? Like, did the Bears lose that game?
It was 20-9 Saints, I think, and I think
Yeah.
Mitch had a couple big plays. There was one key drop in that game.
Well, the ball had slime all over it.
Yes, Matt Gay does deserve some recognition, Cal. We agree with you. I would say a write-in for Mitch to be the MVP in a game he's not even playing would be funny. I don't know if that's possible to write in a guy, though.
I don't even know who votes on it.
I think it's like People's Choice. I don't think it's Nickelodeon characters.
Okay. Do you remember Cat Dog? All right. I mean, yes, it was. This is Barstool did it. Barstool told everyone
for
to
sure.
vote for him.
Barstool.
I think Big
Cat singularly. Big Cat singularly was like, "Hey, everybody who follows me, go support Mitch Trubisky for MVP." And yeah, that was
worry about our future.
The fix.
Kids.
The fix was in there.
Fix was in.
Yeah.
All
fourth
down plays for the Cardinals. Not great right now.
I don't know what to say.
I'm not happy with that result.
No.
That would have been good. All right. On that note, I'm going to home. I need a drink.
Okay, man. Sorry.
Thanks for hanging with us. Hollywood